Should you delegate the development of your company's core message? This is a question that I get. This is a question that I used to wonder. I used to ask myself, should I do this? Because I was busy. I thought that delegating the core message to a copywriter, a marketing agency, or a freelancer would be a good idea. And I discovered over time that actually, no, you should not delegate the development of your company's core message. If you're the CEO, if you are the founder of the company, if you own your own business, it is up to you to do it. And the number one reason is because when you work on your company's core message, you take an active role in finding what is the core purpose, what is the core evolutionary purpose of your company. When we write, when we try to explain what our company is about, what it stands for, who it serves, how it started, what kind of impact it wants to have, all of those facets of your message, you're actually thinking in words. You're doing strategic thinking with written words. And when you put words on a page, almost every sentence, every word is an occasion to make choices. And making choices is a core activity in strategy development. When we build strategies, it's all about choices. We are making hypotheses. We're making bets on choices that our company will have to make. Should we go towards this market or that market? Should we talk about our customers this way, that way? Constantly we're making those choices. So, so being part of this process of developing messaging takes you back to the core of what strategizing is about. Here is an example. Some of my colleagues at Strategizers have something that you may know called the business model canvas, right? And what this business model canvas is aimed at doing is designed to document and create new business models for innovation purposes. And in doing that, you constantly have to make choices, trade-offs. You're actually developing the message about the business model. In the case of strategic narrative development, it's exactly the same. You're making hypotheses, and you are about making choices regarding the strategy of your company. And that's something that an outside element, an outside company, an outside peer, a tier, a third party should not be doing. It's your role as the business owner. If you're at the helm of the company, that's your job, right? That's your job, steering the ship in the right direction. So one of the fundamental differences that I like to talk about is, just as I said before, messaging as a process versus messaging as a project or a product. Messaging is a process. It's an ongoing process of exploring what your company is about. And that's why you need to take a leading role in the development of your company's message. So these days, when I do an assessment of a company's narrative power, this is one of the first questions I ask. I look at who is part of this. Is this something that we will gladly give to somebody else? Or is this something that we take on because we have this awareness, we have this level of conscious that message development is actually giving us an opportunity that nobody else can give us. That is our own. We should own it. We should cultivate it, and we should make it as accessible as possible. Messaging also, one other thing I want to add here is that it's a social activity, because building a narrative is happening through co-construction. Narrative built socially. Stories may be told individually, but narratives are social processes. Everybody adds to the narrative with their story, their experience. It's like they're adding a coin. They're making a deposit with a story, with their own story, to something bigger than than all of us, which is a narrative, which is something that sometimes kind of run deep and influences our actions, the way we think in the market or within your organization. So if you're not part of this process, then you're not really leading. You're not aware of the conversations that really shape the impact of your company and how your company works. So that's why you need to be at the forefront of this. Now, when I say you need to be part of this, so what should be your role? Like when I say you should be leading, you should have a leading role in the development of your company's message. What kind of role should you have? I see your role as the role of a facilitator. You may not have all the answers, but you need to be able to create the conditions to facilitate the conversations that helps everyone make the message choices and that helps everyone be conscious. You may have in some occasions the final say, because that's the hat you're wearing, right? You're making the decision. Should we go left or should we go right? You may have the final say, but I see the role of the CEO or the founder of a company in that context primarily as the role of facilitator. So what does a facilitator say? What does a facilitator do? A facilitator listens, reframes, repeat things at people, and helps move forward. 3 things: listening, um, reframing, and attraction, moving forward. These are the 3 things, essential things that you should be doing in your role as a CEO, founder, entrepreneur, business owner, as you take a leading role in the development of your message. There we go. So I hope this helps. My name is Guillaume Viatre, and I'm the founder of MetaHelm, and I speak and I write and obviously I explore these topics on a very frequent basis. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the chat below, or in the comments, or contact me. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you.